we of the elect. We get taken up into the chariot, the Lord bring us back down. Revelation 19. Get that real quick.
Verse 19.
Yeah, Jerusalem 21. So what?
This Revelation 19 to 21. Revelation 21 and 1. It says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea.
Let's start from the top.
It's Revelation 21 and 1. It says, and I saw a new heaven.
So that new heaven, all right, it's talking about the elect that's going to be taken out from heaven. All right, the 144,000 that was sealed, and the 1/3 women and children. All right, keep going.
And a new earth.
And a new earth. All right, because right now this earth is corrupted. All right, what it says in Peter, we look for a new heaven, new earth. Y'all want to get that from Barbershop? So right now, you know, we looking for a new heaven. All right, so right now Esau is ruling the world, the Edomites. All right, to the Bacon elite families. That's why the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So this is their king, is ruling with wickedness. Keep going.
For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
Somebody get that second Ezra, Esau, chapter 6. All right, because the first heaven, we're still in the first heaven right now. All right, this is heaven for Esau, because they rule it. All right, you got it. I got it.
This is it.
Right, that's like, no.
Just like in Exodus 6 and 7. Then I answered and said, what shall be the parting asunder of time, or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of this now follow?
So this, the prophet Ezra was speaking to the angel Uriel, speaking to and asking him what would be the signs of this kingdom be ended, and when the next kingdom will come. Keep going, brother.
It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Which is that symbolic, all right? Because what it says, the elders should serve the younger, which is Esau is the eldest, and Jacob really is considered the youngest, all right? Keep going. And that's still prophesied for them to serve him, all right? Keep going, brother.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So Jacob is the beginning of it that follow, which is the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are considered Jacob, which is Israel. All right, that's what it's talking about in Revelation 21, that the new heaven coming down from heaven, all right, which is the elect being sealed and the earth be established in righteousness.
Right.
All right, I had a precept back on.
And once we're all established, that's when all the nations will flow unto us. So we're all going to be there, though. Well, really, 1/3 and 144,000. Throughout that 1,000-year period, you'll be bringing back your brethren and your sisters through having sex with a lot of women. Rape population. You know? All right, go ahead, brother.
This is Second Peter chapter 3. I'm going to start at verse 13. It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwell in righteousness.
Right.
All right.
So that's what we're looking for. And what did Job 9:24 say? The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So-called white man been ruling since the time of the Greeks. And the Seleucid Empire was set up. You know? And under them, to the Romans, until the day. So now, once they're out of the way, the earth's going to be given into our hands, under our king, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. So all the nations will have a certain seat to where they'll be able to dwell in their land, but they'll be serving our God. But we'll call them by the guys they serve. You see what I'm saying? They're always going to have hell put on them. You know what I mean? And Esau is going to be like they called us niggas, we're going to be like Esau. You see that? All right, go ahead. Yeah, one more. Oh, go ahead.
We still had the Revelation.
Yeah. Revelation 21, but then Matthew 24. Yeah, this one.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light.
Right.
And the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven.
Right, after the missiles hit. Go ahead.
And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see
all the tribes of the earth gonna mourn. Go ahead.
And then And then shall all the tribes of earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
Everybody gonna see his chariot showing up. And then even that overseas, they're gonna see him through the satellites. But America might see him in their satellites, but by then war gonna be breaking out. Everybody gonna be running around frantic, scared as hell. You're gonna look up and see chariots. You know, by then you wanna be right. Keep going. This is the point.
Verse 31, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
To create what? New Jerusalem. What's new? Meaning refresh. All right, Micah 4. Why you walking? I'll tell you that later, but go ahead. Micah 4.
All right, this is Micah 4.
Start back at verse 1.
This is Micah 4:1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord Yahweh shall be established in the top of the mountains.
Right. The Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the confusion of faces that look like these other nations, but the Israelites, they're going to be established above every nation. Go ahead. I try to say that so they can hear it. Confusion of face, meaning like Lenny Kravitz. He looked like a black man, but he's a white man. So just because he's black, that don't mean that's my brother. Just because the African is dark skin, that's not my brother. Then he's just a father. That's right, bro. That's right. Ain't that crazy? So you can look at a white man and say you can crack up, but that could be a brother. So that's why the Lord set it up to where he got to do the filtering and say, that's mine, that's mine. And how do we do it? Through the word. And then the angel's going to show up and what? Gather the elect. See? We can't go out and say, I'm a Black Panther, let me kill this white man. See that? They're not in the spirit of the Lord.
It might be the opposite way around.
It might be the opposite way around, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. Yep. I know you got to leave, man. Real fast, real fast.
All right, this is St. Matthew, chapter 25, verse 31.
Even if you got to go, we're still going to finish up.
When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another.
So he's going to separate all the nations one from another, meaning that was mine, that was mine, that was not. And how you separating them? With the sift. In Amos 9. This is the sift. He's sifting through everybody. See that? Go ahead.
As a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats.
If you look up a shepherd dividing his sheep from the goats, they dig through. They get involved. They go all through the flock. And they separate them. You know? Go ahead.
And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, and the goats on his left hand. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come ye, blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom.
Inherit the kingdom. That's about to happen, brother. We're about to inherit the damn kingdom. And the kingdom don't just stop with the earth. It don't just stop with Jerusalem. It's going to start in Jerusalem, then to the four corners of the earth, and then to the heavens. You got to plant it with your name on it. We all got inheritance. You got to plot a land over there in Jerusalem with your name on it. I do too. In the city of David. You know, from Judah. You know, whatever land you're from the tribe of Israel, you got a plot of land with your name on it. She do, everybody do. That's the Israelite. You know, so what else? We got a star out there with our name on it.
Woo! I got a precept.
Go ahead, bro. I'll let y'all rock out.
This is his sheep. It's Matthew 15 and 24. He said, But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's it.
That's right, brother. All right, finish that Micah 4.
This is Micah 4. You talk. 4:1. But in the last days it shall come to pass. Come on. All right, it's Micah 4:2. And many nations shall come and say, Come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord Yahweh.
Right, all these nations are going to say, come and let us go up. They're going to bring their taxes, their tithes, everything. Anything they can bring. You know, the women, they're going to bring all that to us. Year round. They ain't going to never close the gates because there ain't going to be no fear. Go ahead. Windows open at night, whatever.
And to the house of the God of Jacob.
To the house of the God of Jacob, man. All right.
And he will teach us of his ways.
Oh, what? We're going to teach them of our ways? Go ahead.
And we will walk in the past, it is past. Like,
So there's going to be the other nations, but not Esau. So these other nations are going to bow down to us, and they're going to keep our ways. They're going to keep, and our ways are supposed to be Yahweh Shai ways, and Yahweh Shai ways is the Father's ways, Yahweh. So we're going to force them to keep His ways. And after a while, when their children are born, their children are going to happily serve. You see that? But Esau, they're going to be beaten for 1,000 years to a pulp. And after 1,000 years, after that, judgment is up. Just like our judgment is almost up. When theirs is up, we're going to banish them from the earth all at once. And what happens then? Reincarnation is real. You go up you come down here for about 100 years, or whatever, 50 years. Some people die early. You go up for 300 to 400 years, you come back to the earth. That keeps happening since we were created as a spirit. Now, what happens when you take all of the bodies from that nation off the earth? There's no body to come back into. So what is that called? Genocide. That's what they got coming to them.
This is Obadiah.
Make sure you pan to it.
This is Obadiah chapter 1.
Make sure you look a lot, pan around.
And I'm going to start at verse 17.
Brother, pan around, man. Thank you, brother. You want to get on camera?
It says,
Not on me.
but upon Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be a holiness,
There's a weird spirit out here.
and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall be not, it says, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken. So, with that being said, after 1,000 years, after they serve hardcore slavery, there is not going to be no remaining of them. We're going to gather them up and burn them in a pit, and there's not going to be no more of Esau. There's not going to be no more of them on this earth after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, man.
I'm going to say that to me and the brothers just over talking. Esau, the so-called white man, would not be happy here in the kingdom. In a righteous society, they wouldn't be happy.
right.
So the Lord will get rid of them.
Because the Lord's not written in their heart.
It's not written in them, bro. You're right. He said the wicked, what? Once they go astray, as soon as they be born, as soon as they be born, they go away, they go speaking lies, man. As soon as they're born, you got it.
Alright? This is Psalms chapter 58. I'm going to start at verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. It says, estranged from the womb, they are estranged as soon as they be born speaking lies.
Alright, so they come straight out the womb, out the gate. When that baby come out the womb into the matrix, man, and they crying, that's a lie. That ain't no baby, that's the devil. Because they promote wickedness from the beginning, from straight out the gate. Right? So even if they were tried to do righteously, in a sense of righteousness, look at this society. They give us welfare and things like that, and they think, oh, we're doing it to help you out. But no, it's to keep you in a dormant state of mind. So even in things that are perceived to be righteous in their sense, it's still wickedness according to the standards of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. All right? I got to preach that real quick. This is Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, Yahweh said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? So he's asking, like, how can you establish my statutes and take my covenants in your mouth? It's not set up for you like that. You're set up just to do your job, to be wicked. That's it. All right?
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 3, verse 36. Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts.
All right, now Israel by name has kept thy precepts, right? Keep going.
But not the heathen.
But not the heathen. But not the heathen, not these other nations. However, these other nations have a chance after righteousness is established, because according to Psalms 83, these other nations joined confederacy with the tabernacle of Edom, right, to rise up against righteousness, the children of Israel. First of all, I'd say against us because we weren't being righteous at that time anyway, right? But however, we understand, we're coming into understanding of the precepts of Yahweh Shai. But there's no possible way that Esau and Edom can do that. It's impossible. They were set up to be wicked from the time of the serpent. All right, they bear the mark of Cain, which is leprosy. All right? Keep on.
Alright, this is Psalms. Back on what you were saying. This is Psalms He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgment unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh.
Alright, so as for the statutes and judgments, like they haven't known. Alright, so now we're trying to get ourselves in order. It goes back to the salvation thing. He has to get Israel in order before he can get these other nations in order. So
in his own house first.
Started at his own house first. Started at his own house first. Now, with that being said, Esau was set up as to be a whooping stick unto Israel. They were set up to do what they're doing, to persecute us and to destroy us. And these other nations, and 2/3 of our nation found league and confederacy with Edom. And Edom is the devil. They're just the devil. They set up themselves to appear to be like God, according to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Alright?
This is Malachi chapter 1. I'm going to start at verse 14, get straight to the point. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Alright, boom.
Keep
going.
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
Alright, now, you know the blessing that Esau was given, alright, the fatness of the earth and dew under heaven, and he shall break the yoke of Israel off his neck. Now that happened during the time of King David. King David had them in subjection, had them in bondage. And they broke that, and after they broke that, they helped Babylon take us into captivity. Right? And it's been set up, and they said and then they said, look, we're impoverished, but we shall build. Now this is their building, but the Most High said what?
He says they shall build, but I will throw it down.
He's throwing down. He's casting down the foundation of Edom. There's concrete everywhere. They like this. They dwell in the cleft of rock. Caucasian means cave dweller. That's why they put concrete everywhere. We like to sit in the grass. You see what I'm saying? We like the trees. They have unprofitable trees. All these homeless people that you have down here, why don't you have apple trees? Why don't you have trees, a profitable tree, fig trees? Alright? What did the Lord say? Any tree that yields not fruit shall be thrown down? I mean, that's from a carnal standpoint, but you take it and bring it into spiritual subjection. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's no way they can practice righteousness because it's not in them. No, go ahead.
And they shall call them the burdeners of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua have indignation forever.
Indignation means righteous anger. He set them up because he's not going to destroy a nation of people without him having a reason. So he set them up as to be the wicked, to inflict all this pain on the children of Israel, his chosen people. Now they have to suffer and go through their punishment. We went through our punishment for not listening, and he set up Esau to be our whooping stick, so now he can punish them because they showed us no mercy. But so he's not going to show them any mercy because they didn't show mercy unto us. All right, one more. Okay.
Revelation 12 and 7. And there was war in heaven, and Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. All right, the dragon represents the European Union, which is ran by Esau. Whenever you read in Revelations and you read about the dragon, just think about the European Union. And when you hear about the beast, whenever you read about the beast in Revelation, you're going to think about NATO, all right? North Atlantic Treaty Organization. And whenever you hear about the dragon itself, you think about the European Union. But when you think about the whore, you know, that's America. See, and she sits upon the scarlet-colored beast. Remember that? And that beast, has 7 heads and 10 horns. And those 7 heads, 10 horns right here, 7 heads right here. Well, 7 heads are what's in there. You know, I had to break it down for you. Because a lot of these break up into 2 countries. You know, like the UK, you got 2 countries there. You know, like 4 of them, really. United Kingdom. So, you know, but yeah, brother, this is it right here. But now, it says, there was war in heaven, and Michael and his angels. So that when the chariots show up, they're going to go to war with their army. The satellites, the jets, and all of that. Right? And Michael represents the top archangel. It says, and prevailed not, neither was there what? Their place found any more in heaven, right? Meaning they're going to be cast into hell, meaning upon the earth. We're in hell right now, but they're going to be cast into hell. They're not going to be in the heavens anymore. Or the prince of the air, being able to control the weather, control, what do you call air defense? What do they say, you can't fly over this, no fly zone. You know what I'm saying? It says, and the great dragon, meaning the whole system under the European Union, Because that's where they come from, Greece and Rome, right? So everything under that would be the NATO, America, right? It says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. So you heard about the serpent? So who is that? When you hear the serpent now in the Bible, you know it's them. See that? It says that old serpent. See that, brother? That old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Job 9:24, the whole world was given into their hands. And then they deceive us and tell the Lord was a white man. See that, brother?
They told us we came from Africa.
That's right. That's right. That's right, man. All right, last part. Which deceiveth the whole world, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him, man.
Well, technically, now that I think about it, they didn't lie. They told us a half truth. Because if I remember correctly,
I like that. I like that. That's the right way to say it.
They told us a half truth because they did say that during, for lack of better phrasing, the modern term, time and rate of slavery from the last 400 plus years, they did find many of them from the West African area.
They did.
But they didn't tell us where we were from
Before that.
before that.
That's right, brother.
So it was a half truth.
That's right. And they called us black and you know, and they didn't suffer us to have rest. They didn't allow us to read.
Right.
And they did tell us about the Bible, but they didn't tell us the Bible was our book.
Exactly.
You know?
They said it was about us.
Yeah, last verse. I know you can keep stopping me. Last verse. It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength. That's when we're established. And the kingdom of our power and the power of his Messiah, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them day and night before the Most High.
And how we know we not here. Alright, and look at the book of Job. What is Satan do? He went up to the heavens to accuse Job. Same thing.
So what spirit are they in? That they're in the spirit of demon Satan. You see that? You see that, right, brother? You see that, right? We didn't create that. We didn't create that, brother. We didn't create that. Nah, he did it right on time. I was about to tickle him.
I see you upset, brother. Don't let the devil anger you.
That's why I told you an hour. Keep your spirit.
You have a complete mission today. Y'all doing a good work.
No, brother. The Lord say what? Send them into the harvest to work plenty of. Last scripture before you leave. You just witnessed it. Now you see where he going. Probably to confuse more of our brothers. So we need more brothers like you to wake up so we can get the fuck out of here. The more it's like this course of scripture. Each one. You got to set up every week and do what we do. So the more we do this, the more we get one brother, next brother, we get 144,000. He said what? He's not going to destroy the earth until. So we need brothers like you to snap out of it and get them out of here. Get out here, man. So we can shut their ass up. You know what I mean?
They ain't supposed to be walking around free.
They're not, man. But we need brothers to wake up, step into it, suit up, come out here and get it popping, man, so we get the hell out of here.
10 to 2.
Go ahead, brother.
This is
I come
Luke.
at you, but it's showing you like we want out of this place. You know what I mean?
This is Luke chapter 10. I'm going to start at verse 2.
Go ahead.
It says, therefore he said unto them, the harvest is great, but the laborers are few.
The laborers are few. The harvest is great. Our people dumb as shit out here. It's a lot of land to plant seeds in. You know, but the workers are few, man. There's only a few of us out here.
Pray ye therefore the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts. No.
Go ahead. Yeah,
harvest.
you're on point, brother.
That,
You're one of them, I believe.
that he would send forth laborers into his harvest. Go your way before, behold, I sent you forth as lambs amongst wolves.
Right, well, no, you can break down. You can cut off. Like, we'll cut.
Make it clip.